plants that are good against invade lineups.
Ooh.
At least.
Is that your read, Butter? Is that your read?
That was actually what I was thinking when we get towards the game.
Alright, well then, game number 5 is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Burmese Ghouls versus bren Esports. Let's get it.
Contra, talk to me more about this invade. What were some of your thoughts about how, defending the invade was going to look like? Okay, speaking of that invade, right, you just look at the entirety of the lineup. It's about setting up for that late to do it, and of course, limited the invade coming in from the side of Lusty. Oh boy. I mean, this is what you expect when you see a giant, right, Butter?
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Few here getting jumped by D and Few.
Wait, don't actually die here.
Doesn't have the flicker, and that is the opening. That is the opening of the Lunox. If you don't have level 4, then that only means that you are going to be a main target here for kids.
What is okay, I mean, alright, that's going to be fine, but I think that, you definitely should have really considered just sticking to the wave and abusing the fact that you can just be healing off the wave and you don't necessarily have to participate just yet. But now, you once again getting punished here by Kid. This is looking really bad. He just entered the lane and one more abyssal arrow. Oh, just misses by a couple of centimeters right there. But, talking about this scenario here, of course, still having bren Esports here going for those buffs. It's really causing a little attention here. Let's see, Kid versus, as you can see, Kid is down 2-0 with this arrow really clapping it down.
Kid is so good at keeping bren Esports at bay. He has got 2 kills from bren Esports already, and it doesn't seem like he's gonna stop soon.
Now remember what the payoff is right now, because Yishin Chin's level 4 and Ace is still at level 3. They bought a ton of time at the cost of 2 kills, unfortunately, to say the least. But let's see whether they can convert this into something important. Like Kid, he is going to need to make sure that he lands those abyssal arrows. He's got 2 kills under his belt and mystery shop. If he ain't getting items and he ain't landing those abyssal arrows, he's just as good as dead.
Okay, first Lord, first turn to the fight, Kid goes down.
And it's going to be the engagement coming in from the side of bren Esports. Quick, perfect pick as they connect that abyssal arrow, but it jumps the gun, and this is where bren Esports sees, okay, we are coming right back at you with another 2 kills. Just a bit of disrespect coming out from the side of Burmese Ghouls, but bren really could preempt this by setting up their trenches early on.
They learned this as well from the side of Burmese Ghouls, like using that brush. That is a trademark. That is a move that comes from Burmese Ghouls. We've seen that in Game 3 and Game 4. Game 5, bren Esports utilizing that jawhead to do the same thing.
Yeah, and now Burmese Ghouls is getting invaded once again. Kid tries to look for that sort of catch, but here comes a little bit of defense coming in from Maybe, trying to make sure that he's always in the front, looking at all the damages. And of course, already popped up, not enough to survive out of this 2v1 down box. Wait, what is going on? Why is Kid still level 3? Maybe just hit level 4. The Kid, looks like Kid just needs to get a little bit off the little one. It should be level 4. Yep, it's level 4 now. Maybe trying to make the play. Here comes, oh no, he's just caught down right now. Oh, he's alive! He's alive! No way! No way! The quick stack guy kept him alive! And now he's trying to finish him off, but he's by time remote! Payback, get out! No way! No way! Insane! Can we get a replay on that? He just outplayed Burmese Ghouls, and what a finisher!
That was a good plan coming up from Burmese Ghouls. Now, they poured everything onto that pickoff, but I guess it wasn't really the best target.
It has to be an executional misplay, right? They literally were on top of him. Once again, the whirlwind is going to get on towards you, buddy. And it gets ejected backward, and that's going to be the end of Selena almost instantaneously. bren, can you feel their blood pumping? I can feel the momentum coming out of these boys.
I just feel that having a break gives this players new perspective on this.
Yeah, I'm going to thank those it's coffees out there, they've been getting themselves a little bit boosted up with that. And BOS is going to be the turtle taken by bren Esports. Kids is going for the time. They have the countdown, maybe. And this is going to be the ejector onward, Kid. How far can you run, Kid? Make your way out because they're coming for you. Now Ace forcing out a flicker. Collaborative Reaper being brought by Ruby DD, but bren Esports, they are just storming
Dance in on his belt, and it's trapped a lot of people already. A lot of heroes on the side of bren esports. But the thing is, bren esports has been more responsive and more reactive to what burmese schools does.
I mean, those executional misplays could be a problem here as D is trying to lock down Rebo once more. Maybe he's walking up close, but again, here comes the Raging Sensor. He gets hit by the missile arrow. D should be able to secure this one. No way. They're going to let him live again. Nah, going to make a mistake again. And Rubini coming in with the Zaman force. Going to be pushing on forward, and the Yishin Chin taking away and invading that purple buff here. But on top side, once again, it's going to be Flapsini who's going to be locked down. And D, no, he actually gets to be able to proc the passive and few. He's going to be on the run, but let's see. Even though he's there on the fight, it's 2v3 situation. Doesn't want to take it.
Okay, so for bren esports, yes, you have the lead, but you cannot go for those risky plays. You need to mind your position. As burmese schools, they have a lot of disposition. Maybe with a Hurricane Dance, if he catches you overextending, that is going to be a divided fight for your team.
Yeah, you can definitely see that burmese schools, although they are kicked by the Khalid that has been causing them quite a lot of upset over the top side, they have managed to turn things around. And speaking of which, it's Dr. Onward C. He's running for his life, but this is definitely going to be a goner for the side of burmese schools to try to rescue him in that resist. So they have to give him up. Now, for this fight on the turtle, I think they also have to give even more back for his French sport.
Brendan Celesti, he's doing an amazing job with these catches. However, he is collecting those kills when honestly it should be going to some other person. Hopefully that doesn't bite them in the butt later on into the game. But for now, it's like, okay, you've got the Athena shield. I don't mind tanking a couple of abyssal arrows.
Kid is throwing those arrows, he's hitting those arrows, but the problem is Lusty is just always in his...
Oh! Punish!
Like that?
Again! Going in fourth as well! The 7 bucks is going to be popped out. The Blaze Noise coming in from Ace, but Ace kind of big here. You can't finish them off. Now Rubini is going to be the onslaught to try and push them down. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. It's a 2-for-2 trade. It's looking real good. Can they get another one? Flapsini jumps off the wall to try and pull through the key. He catches him up. He's still with the orange from. This is going to be huge. Oh my goodness. What a great fight coming in from both of these teams. But Bren still coming up on top.
Yeah, you can definitely see that he was actually controlling the temple right there. But let's have a look at the items, Butters. I'm pretty sure that now some of these players are pretty huge in this match.
Okay, Currency will go for the endless battle. He's just setting it up. But while for Ace, he has the Demon Hunter sword, and that is going to go to a golden staff. That's really standard. But one of the players that you really have to look out for is Rubini D. He has the Calamity Reaper, the Feather of Heaven, and that is going to be bad for bren esports if they do not take account of the zero. They need to look. They need to be aware of their surroundings. They need to choose their fights. Don't fight on narrow spaces if they want to win this. But for burmese schools, if you want to win, place your fight there. Okay.
Yeah, and I've been looking at all these other things, right? Just look at Lusty. He's actually going in towards a full armor build as well as getting tanky as it goes. But he's managing that 5 kills every single time that he goes in for the effort, just going for the double force, trying to catch either Kid or at times maybe because he's the first target that you see most of the time, right? So making sure that you don't have Hurricane Dance when you need it the most is going to be very vital.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Hurricane Dance is a huge spell, but the Mountain Shocker coming out from bren esports side, really smart stuff, especially when they're taking Turtle. Burmese Ghouls, they want to go in, but only when it's inconspicuous. Maybe he jumps on in with a 1,000-pounder and now forces out Lusty into that corner where the Hurricane is forcing out the fight. Ruby Kid is going down. Ace already coming in with a blazing duet. It's not going to be enough. He does get the golden staff, but the rest of the team, Bren is on the run. Can they turn this around? Turns in and tries to go. Kid gets on top of him. This time it's have been working out perfectly well, and they catch them out again. Kid, this wonder Kid landing every important abyssal arrow yet.
What did we tell them about? No, not going in for the jungle invade, but Rainbow now going for the catch as well. He's trying to pick up Ruby DD. This is gonna look pretty bad because bren esports loses another
and I mean, the picks have been going really well. Let's look at the items one more time to get a better idea, because I did see Cartesi actually getting the Endless Battle as well as the Blade of Despair all of a sudden 2 in a row, and yeah, he is going to have a ton of damage already hitting level 15 on top of that.
You know what? Ace has his own items as well, and in terms of damage output, he has an AoE.
And it's going to mount the shot to be used. It's expanded ability. Reply with the card game down as well, hitting it down towards the wall. Here comes Activity, trying to actually pop out that Electo into play. But my goodness, there's split what's coming off for the side of the Burmese Ghouls and tearing out some of all these members to different parts of the map. But Rainbow down in the middle of the it's going to be a Abysmal Arrow trying to connect towards the side of Brad Eastford. But BT, he does get a lot of damage out towards the side of Ace. The Ace walks away alive, but still he is on the back. They might just actually look for pigs, but we're going in for a little bit of room to just dissect this big fight that just erupted.
Oh my goodness, these fights have been absolutely ridiculous here, but right now the major issue that I'm seeing now, especially since the 8th
those important plays, like your positioning, you gotta keep them in check. But bren Esports, they've been falling for these traps, and that is why I think Akai is working.
I don't, personally, I don't think Akai is working at 100%. I would commit it's working at 70% efficiency here.
70% is better than less than 50.
Agreed. However, my biggest concern for the side of Bren Esports is mainly Flapteasy, because he knows he's supposed to be this big damage dealer for the team, and he feels like, I gotta be in this fight, but he's gotta believe that Flapteasy is able to pull this out, because at the end of the day, Flapteasy's job is to make sure they don't lose side objectives when these fights occur. He clears faster than the use off. He rotates faster than the use off every single time.
True enough, but speaking of buying time here, it's going to be maybe it being that sort of the non-value target that is always bugging the back lines for the front lines of the side of Brent Esports, and really buying time for this Lord, and it will be Burmese Ghouls that gets it in the way. Flicker being popped there for his eye, Lusty Tate goes in for the plate. I know it. They get that pick on towards the Giant, but look at maybe he does lose a lot of health, but Baptiste coming in to cut right through. DZ tries to turn this one around. Baptiste has to make away his ass right out, but the rest of Brand Esports is slowly being wiped away.
Oh my goodness, Burmese Ghouls, they're so good with these reinitiations. The counter engage, they go for a fake back. Does Brand Esports chases? Burmese Ghouls check their practice by pushing forward as well.
I mean, Brent, they are getting hot-headed here. They are really tunnel visioning on these situations. The moment the Lord is gone, yes, you can force, but again, I have to admit, even I would have fallen for something like that. But again, discipline is going to be key, because the Burmese Ghouls managed to outplay so many of them. Baptiste ended up getting solo killed by Ruby Didi, even though he did have the execute. Something you don't usually see.
Yeah, and just look at how huge Ace is at right now. But over on the top side, there's also another situation going on there. Trying to force their way through, as Ribble is already clearing out the wave. Over on the mid side, you can definitely see Baptiste keeping an eye out as well. Oh, great damage onto Kid, but the arrow does not land. Now, they do find a way to actually open up the bottom side, and the side lane's pretty much exposed.
Oh boy, it's going to be a game of scaling here. Ruby DD is able to get another inhibitor turret on top of everything else, and Ace, he comes in with a battle mirror image. He's also got the orange buff, so he does a bit of damage, bringing Flapteasy down to 50% of his HP.
Okay, maybe. This is something that Akai does as well. You just, like, you can't really position yourself near the brushes, because there could be a hurricane dance that's about to hit you. And he does have the flicker as well. It's not the same as your Akai Petrify. He can position himself well with it.
And also, now that he's purchased that immortality, having 2 lives into play, and this can go on for so much longer. Now the Shocker exposes Kid, so he's going to be falling back on Flapteasy. Make pretty much close proximity. It might be a take right here. Brilliant have already been caught by from the Luna, but maybe trying to force the issue right now. Brandy Sports respecting the lives, and Lefty gets caught out. Flickers away, but still having Ace picking him up. It's a mega kill for the Yuzong. 2 members down, and man, Brand Esports needs to defend for their lives right now.
And honestly, maybe is doing a really good job being acting as He's going to clear up the wings as soon as he can, but now BDD is getting into that backline, drops that salmon foot, gets that free kill, and Bren, they just got to let this one escape here. In 10 more seconds, the Lusty comes back up, but wait, there is no wave. Oh no, it's going to be Lucky. He was going to get caught out here, just stuck against the wall.
That's going to be GG. Burmese Ghouls takes the 5th round.
Burmese Ghouls at match point, and they are feeling good about it. They feel confident. You can hear them screaming.